Hi, my name is Anter Virk. I am the co-founder and CEO of Subconscious Compute. We are an IoT security company. The larger problem we are trying to address is that endpoint security is in shambles, precisely for the reason that it takes even in this day and age, it takes hours, days, and sometimes even months to detect breaches on the endpoint. And endpoints still continue to be one of the biggest sources of breaches for operations. And when you look at endpoints, we are struggling to protect laptops and mobile phones today. There is no way we are going to actually be ready with the current paradigm for securing the devices of tomorrow. And when we look at tomorrow, we are looking at use cases of connected mobility. We are not looking at connected robotics. We are looking at autonomous mobility rather. And if you can imagine, actually sabotaging these assets for 10 minutes could actually be the difference between life and death, right? So the situation is very clear that we need a new paradigm, and this paradigm has to be performant. This paradigm has to be very, very frugal on resources because edges are starved by nature, and this has to be real time, right? And that's where subconscious compute kind of steps in. We've created a very proprietary neural fabric, which is very sparse and is super performant on the edge. It not only detects threats, but also it adds contextual layers of alerts to them and also ends up remediating a lot of threats on the edge itself. So the mission we are carrying is to create the most performant defense for IoT devices. And with this paradigm, we want to make sure that the world we will live in tomorrow, which is the connected devices world, will be all about explosion of devices, but that should not mean that it is an explosion of threat vectors all across the place.